Well, my name is Bill Davies. I've been involved as a trustee now for 25 years. I'm currently a trustee of 3 organisations, all very local. One, and the largest of them, is the Care Network, which is an organisation which operates within the whole of Bath and North East Somerset. Another organisation, I have in fact been a member of the parochial church council in the village I live, Englishcombe, for some 25 years, and of course is soon to go through the throes of having to be registered with the Charity Commission, rather than being, as it has in the past with all other churches, automatically a charity. And the third charity I'm currently a trustee of is a quite small charity called the Sirius Wood Project. About 3 years ago, the Charity Commission, in its wisdom, deemed that churches would no longer be exempt and would all have to come in. At that time, they were trying to do it in 1 year. I think they were woken up to the facts of life, which was there were 60,000 such organisations, and they set up a scheme where they staged it, taking very large churches first and leaving the minnows like us still to be brought into the scheme. And we are still awaiting next year or the year after to be required to meet the qualifications of the Charity Commission. I personally see no problem in this. I think in many ways it will be easier for us dealing with the Charity Commission than dealing with the diocese, because not all dioceses have adopted the same attitude to the churches, and I think often with a holier-than-thou attitude have made more demands on PCCs than the Charity Commission would on a normal charity. I think they're now down to churches with 100,000 turnover, but for every one with 100,000 turnover there must be 50 waiting back in the queue who are between wind and water at the moment. Well, 60,000, they should have been able to sit down and calculate their inability to deal with that in less than 10 years. And there are a lot of inflexible rules. I recall, for example, when I first took part in the tree project, I was strongly for getting registered with the Charity Commission from the start. We went to them. We were delayed by the system because we had a deadline to meet, which was we wanted to plant the trees in the latter half of 2005. We only got the go-ahead in May of that year. We had to raise £25,000 in 3 months. The Charity Commission, by its rules, deemed that we were therefore a large charity, and we would have to go through the full procedures that applied to large charities. That itself would have taken much longer than the 3 months in which we had to raise the money. So we abandoned it. And I think that was sad. Now we come down and we're turning over about 3,000 a year to maintain the woods, and the Charity Commission says we're not registering anybody under 5,000. So inflexible rules of that sort, no discretion seems to be available. On the original stuff, we did get some things like CAF checks, and we had a very difficult job to turn those checks into money, because we went through a procedure where we persuaded the Charities AIDS Foundation that we were doing charitable things, and they acknowledged that, and they paid us those monies and accepted that we were doing charitable purposes, but we could not get a registration to say so, which made life quite difficult for us, and it was very frustrating, and I got quite cross about it. So that was one of the sillies about it. I haven't had that difficulty with the other charities I've been involved with, I must say. But there is an inflexibility about the system which doesn't seem to be able to adapt to what I might call special circumstances.